Last week we saw about the introduction of decimals and the exercise related to it. This week we are going to see about multiplication of decimals. Before going into how to multiply a decimal number, we have two rules regarding it. Rule number 1, multiply the numbers normally. How do the normal multiplication? Ignoring the decimal points. Then put the decimal point in the answer. That is, count up how many numbers are after the decimal point in both numbers. For example, you have a number 1.23 into 1.2. Now what you are going to do is take it to the rough column and have the numbers as 123 and 12. Multiply. I hope all of you know how to multiply. So 6, 4, 2, 3, 2, 1. So find out the answer. 7, 4, 1. So this is the answer, but this is not actually the answer. So now go into the question and count the numbers after the decimal point. How many numbers you have in the first number after the decimal point? 2. 1, 2. For the second number, it is 1. So totally you have 3 numbers after the decimal point. So what you are going to assume is after the last number, it is 1476. After the last number, you will assume the point is here. So now how many places I have to keep the point? After 3 numbers. So 1, 2, 3. So my answer will be 1.476. This is the way how you multiply a decimal number with a decimal number. Next, coming to the next part. Multiplication of a decimal by 10, 100 and 1000. So this is not going to be an ordinary multiplication, and you are not supposed to take the numbers to the rough column and multiply with 10, 100 or 1000. I will teach you a very easy way how to multiply it. To multiply a decimal by 10, move the decimal point in the number by one place to the right. That is, I have a number 4.68 into 10. So I am not supposed to take it to the rough column and multiply the numbers as usual multiplication. Now how many zeros for 10? You have 1 0. So what you are supposed to do? After the point, you have to move the number to the right, one place to the right. So right in the sense the point will be after 6. That is in between 6 and 8. So my answer will be 46.8. It depends upon the zeros. Understood? Similarly for 100, to multiply a decimal by 100, move the decimal point in the number by 2 places to the right. So if I have the same number 4.68 into 100. Now how many zeros are there? 2 zeros. So here I have to move the point, it is after 4. So I have to move the point 2 places to the right. So if I move the point 2 places to the right, I will get the point at the last. So my answer will be 468. Clear? Then if I need to multiply the numbers by 1000, so to multiply a decimal by 1000, move the decimal point in the number by 3 places to the right. Here we have given 3 places, 2 places, 1 places. If it is going to be 10, you have got 1 0, so 1 place. For 100, you have got 2 zeros, so 2 places. For 1000, you have got 3 zeros. So that's why I am telling you 3 places to the right. So if I have a number 1.2345 into 1000. As I said, how many zeros I have got? I have got 3 zeros. So now I am supposed to move the point to the right 3 places. So my 1, 2, 3. So my point will be between 4 and 5. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Clear? For 10, 1 places to the right. For 100, 2 places to the right. And for 1000, 3 places to the right. You are not supposed to follow the normal multiplication. Now, we are going to go to the exercise 2.6. First question, find. Under the first question, 0.2 into 6. As I said, treat the number as a normal number. So, if a normal number, 0.2 will become 2 and 6. So, 2 6 are 12. So, write the answer here. How many numbers are there after the point? 1. After 6, you don't have any decimal point. So, you will count it as 1. So, as I said, from the last digit, after the last digit, you will assume the point is in the after the last digit. So, you will move 1 point to the left. So, your answer will be 1.2. Clear? Next, 2.7 into 5. Similarly, 2.7, 27 into 5. Multiply 27 into 5 as a normal number. So 5 sevens are 35, 3, 5 tenths, 135. So the answer will be not 135. Now how many places are there after the decimal point? 1. 5 is a whole number. So you don't have any decimal point. So you will assume the point at the last. So you will move 1 places to the left. So my answer will be 13.5. Next question. It is 0.05 into 7. So normally you will take this number 0.05 as 5. 5 into 7, 35. Now 7 doesn't have any decimal point. 5 has got 2 decimal points, 0 and 5. So that 2 decimal point. So you will assume the number to be at the point to be the last, and the point will move 2 places to the left. So your answer will be 0.35. As I said, you can have 0 in the beginning with the ones place which doesn't have any value. Next, 2 into 86. So multiply 2 into 86 normally. 6 2s are 12, 8 2s are 16, 17. Now how many places are there? 2 places. So 2 places from the left. So it is 1.72. Clear? Next. Find the area of a rectangle whose length is 5.7 cm and breadth is 3 cm. Now draw a rectangle wherein the length is 5.7 cm and your breadth is 3 cm. So all of you know what is the area of a rectangle? Area of a rectangle is L into B, which means length into breadth. So what is my length here? It is 5.7. What is my breadth? 3 centimeter. Don't forget to write the units, children. You will not be given marks if you don't write the units. So length is 5.37 and breadth is 3. Now 5.7 into 3. You have to multiply it normally. 7 3s are 21. Carry over to 15, 17. So how many points are there after the number? 1. So from the left you will move. So your answer will be 17.1 centimeter squared, since it is the area. Now, third question. It is by multiplication by 10, 100 and 1000. So again 1.3 into 10. As I said 10, your point will move towards the right. So what will be my answer? It is 13. Now again 153.7 into 10, 10. So 1 places. My answer will be 1537. Then coming to the next question, 31.1 into 100. This is little complicated, but it's very easy. Now, you have only one number after the decimal point, but you have got 2 zeros. So what I will take? I will take 1 0 to move the point. So my point will move towards the right and my number will become 311 into 10. So you have one more 0. So this is a normal multiplication wherein 3110. I will repeat it again. 31.1 into 100. You have 2 zeros. As I said, after the decimal, you have 2 places. You can move it to the right. But here you have got only one number after the decimal. So I will take 1 0 for removing the decimal point. So when I take 1 0, the number will become 311. And you have another 0. So into 10. This is a normal multiplication. You know how to multiply a number by 10. So you will add 0 at the back of the number and get the answer. Next question. 3.62 into 100. Here 2 zeros, 2 numbers. So the decimal point will move 2 places. So it is 362. Then 0.5 into 10. So 1 0, 1 point. So the answer is 5. Now again 0.03 into 1000. You have 1000 3 zeros, but you have got only 2 numbers after the decimal point. So I will use the 2 zeros and I will get the answer to be 3. And I have one more 0, so into 10, of which my answer is 30. Repeat it once again. 0.03 into 1000, 3 zeros, 2 points. 2 numbers after the decimal point. So you will use the 2 zeros to remove the decimal point. So your number will become 3. And you have another 0 in this, which is into 10. So 30. And that's all for this week, children. And the homework are first question, second one, fourth one and sixth one. Third question, second, fourth, sixth, seventh, 10th and 11th. Thank you, children.